Okay, have we got success? We're live! Thank you so much to the 5 concurrent viewers that I can see on my laptop who stuck with us for 6 minutes because, yeah, I'm really sorry. Yeah, we had a lot of problems. I am looking at my my live stream now and I can see that there's like a whole lot of me wigging out at the very beginning, so that is a strong beginning. Maybe this is going to be a live stream I delete later. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Hello, Susan. So I'm using new software today. I had this whole plan in my mind that I would start off the live stream in the room where I wanted to be, and then I was going to ask Cara to like kick it off and it would all be beautiful and smooth, but it's just definitely not worked out that way, and I'm now discovering, looking at the phone, that I will not be able to see any comments or questions on Wirecast Go. So might be a little bit weird. I'm not going to be able to answer too many questions, I think. I can see, because my laptop's here, that Lou and SF Jennery and Annalise Hamilton have all said hello as well. I don't want to miss your comments. I think they're really important. So I'm going to take my laptop in here with me. So today I am in the cat care room, and I'm going to have a little problem here because there's somebody in here who's very, very eager to be with people. So I better quickly sneak in. Whoop. Oh, here he is. So today I'm here to talk about Peter. I guess our little fluff ball. Here he is. Hi, buddy. Oh, Pete. Our little guy isn't feeling very well today, and I wanted to spend some time with him tonight because he gets lonely, and he's a very social little man. And I'll talk to you about what's up with Pete and what we're doing for him, because we do not let our cat friends be uncomfortable for long, do we, mate? I'm gonna look after you. Oh, sorry. Yes, I put my legs down. There you go. So what's up with Peter is he has cystitis. Yeah, and a desperate need to put his bum at camera. So we've noticed a few days ago. Hello, friend. I know you're very lonely in here and you don't like it. A few days ago we noticed it was quite difficult for him to pass urine. He would go into the tray and he'd try, but he could only do a little bit, and so he kept returning back to the tray quite frequently. And obviously, like, cystitis is much like a human UTI. It's very uncomfortable. I think he's seen himself in the camera and he's like, "Oh, I look good. You look good. You too." So it is uncomfortable. He will be in a bit of discomfort, and so you can sometimes catch when cats have cystitis by over grooming in the genital region as well, but we've noticed it before that, so I don't think he's in too much pain. Also he's quite up in his body language, as you can see, but yeah, so as soon as we notice, the first thing we do is we do try and increase their water intakes. He's needing. Are you making biscuits for everybody, Pete? Squish, squish, squish. Oh, what a sweetie. But it's very difficult because you're so fluffy. Your fluff is taking up all of the camera. It is. Oh, buddy. What is that? So, all of those of you at home enjoying a close-up of fluffy Peter. Hi, bud. So, cystitis is also a stress-related condition, which is something we're very aware of. We have been talking on our live streams every week, actually, about how the increased intake of cats lately and the increased adoption rate has meant some of the guys have been a little bit upset. And we think Peter has been a little bit upset. But also we think he's been quite an antagonist, so he's not a victim of this behavioural change. We think also he's kind of quite involved in the conflict. He's sort of initiating a lot of it as well. So I don't think he is stressed, but he's also sort of part of that power tussle that's happening between all of the big guys to try and be the boss of the cafe. But yeah, so in short, we do think it is a bit of a stress onset. It's down to all the changes that have been occurring at the cafe. And the first step is we give them Cysties, which is like a supplement. It just kind of helps out a little bit in terms of mixing up their, oh buddy, he was just so cute. Giving them a little bit of sort of a boost. It can help do some mild pain relief. It's not very much. It is a herbal supplement, so maybe like the equivalent of having a ginger tea when you've got a stomach upset or something. So it's supposed to sort of alleviate, but it doesn't cure. The only thing that does cure is like water intakes, or if it gets very severe, the vet will need to give him something like an antibiotic. But generally, obviously, as with humans, we try and avoid taking antibiotics if there's like a softer measure available. So actually, even the fact he's grooming at the moment is a bit a symptom of it. So yeah, first of all, we're getting him on cysties just to kind of help him out a little bit. We're also trying to increase his water intake. We're isolating him so that we remove any element of competition when it comes to access to water sources. We can then also control his food intake. Hello. So we'll give him exclusively wet food for the first little while, just to make sure that he's getting an extra bit of hydration and he's not favouring biscuits instead of wet food. Okay. So we'll do all of that first. We also have a prescription of Metacan on its way, which is just pain relief, and that will just keep him much more comfortable, because obviously being in pain also will further contribute to stress. And we don't want our guy too stressed out. No, we don't. There isn't too much else to say about cystitis. It is very common, but that said, we don't actually have that many occurrences of it in the cafe. But thankfully, because the cat carers are always watching out for litter tray use, like who's in the tray, how much they're doing, what they're doing, we always put the stuff super quick, and can obviously get onto it and sort of deal with it very quickly. Very similar to human UTIs, the bacteria that cause cystitis can rapidly reproduce, so you do want to act very quickly to prevent pain. You can look for things like litter tray overuse, very small pees and things when they're not actually passing as much urine as normally they would. Sometimes they also make noise, so Peter was a little bit of a crybaby as well, and you can hear them, you know, have a bit of a complaint. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. When they are trying to go to the bathroom, some cats will vocalize to let you know that they're unhappy. Hey. Further along, you will see things like blood and urine, so you look for discoloration in the urine, but that's actually got quite bad at that point, so you really do want to try and catch it when it's at like maybe the behavioural level, because you can get them on the turnaround a lot quicker then. Because I can't see any questions, I feel like this is a very one-sided conversation, but I don't really want to leave Pete, because I think this is quite lovely that you get to see what he's like just one-on-one when he's not competing with attention with the other cats, and he is a real softie. Oh, let's have a look at this cute guy. Oh, Peter. Hey, buddy. He does enjoy sometimes being the sole focus of attention. Who is a magnificent floof, you are. So let me leave you with this lovely footage of Pete. He saw me looking at the camera instead of at him, and he's outraged. I know. What was I doing, huh? I know. And I'm gonna get my laptop so I can have a look at your questions. So Pete, will you please continue to be beautiful for the camera? Will you do this for me? Oh, thanks, babe. You are gorgeous. You're such a wonderful cat. Thank you. Okay, you stay here. You stay here. Don't knock over the camera. Okay, buddy. Oh, good job staying in camera the whole time. What a superstar. Strong camera skills, Pete. And you continue to make biscuits as well. What a legend. Hey. Oh, okay. All right. No, you can't headbutt the camera. The laptop. Okay. Let's go back a bit. We're losing you. We're losing you, Pete. Cool. Okay. So now that I'm wrangling a laptop, the big fluffy sooky cat. Oh, I know. I'm gonna have a look at your questions, and I will try and put my face in frame, but I'm trying to prioritize the kitty because that's what we're all here for, isn't it, Peter? Okay, so we've got hellos and extra cuddles repeat. So no questions. I haven't been disregarding and ignoring anybody with. That's good. So Peter, I think Peter can now see himself on the laptop. He's just sitting there, kneading his blanket, looking at himself, which is really cute. I don't know, it's kind of quite meta. I don't quite know how to capture it. I feel like if I like let the phone see the laptop, there'll be some weird like closed circuit and it'll explode. Hey buddy. Well, I think we found something that Peter likes if he's watching himself on TV. Let's see. Can you see it, Pete? There he is. You were busted. Oh, buddy. Okay, so it's a little bit of haphazard camera work today, but Pete does seem to want to kind of climb about, so he can do that. Hello. Is the sound back now? It's back, I think it's back. Sorry, that wasn't Peter's fault, it was mine. Well, we've certainly together, Peter, we've discovered a lot of problems with how to use Wirecast Go and how to use YouTube together. So I think we've learned a lot of very important lessons, haven't we? Thank you so much for being my beautiful assistant. So I don't know how much you heard because I can't be sure when I started to, hello. I'm not sure when I started to tell stories and when I muted it. I think it was me who muted it, I do apologize. I think when maybe I dropped the camera. I told a bunch of stories about where Peter came from, but ultimately this was just a video of me stroking a cat for a while. But he's so beautiful. He's ever such a good boy. Look at him. But we'll keep you updated on how Peter's going. He'll be better soon, won't you, little me? A couple of days. I think it'll only be 3 days, maybe 5. We're going to get him some Metacam so he's more comfortable. We're going to keep him on more liquidy diet. We actually always add extra water to our cat food anyway, just to make sure they pick up some extra hydration. That wherever we can give them more hydration, the better. But I think he'll be on the mend in no time. And certainly we will give him lots of love and lots of affection to make him feel better in the meantime. Have I got, yes, it's back. Thank you guys, you actually kept watching even though it was a real hot mess. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do anything else than this, because this is what Pete wants. So, you know, whatever Petey wants. He's an invalid, he's sick. And look at him. Looking right down the camera. He knows what he's doing. Oh, Petey. Okay, so I was asking questions if anybody's actually met Peter in the cafe, got to know him at all. What was his background? Cool, alright, well I gave his whole background while the whole thing was muted, so I shall do it again. But Peter was adopted along with Wendy and Tink from a family just local to Bethnal Green who were giving away kittens, and he actually, they only had 2 available, and so we were like, well, you know, we'll take them, we'll look after them. They were only about 4 weeks old, so we were quite concerned that if they went anywhere else, a lot of people don't know how to look after kittens that young, and yeah, so we were like, right, we can take care of them, we've done that before, we can bottle feed, we can do all the things that they need. But Peter was actually earmarked for somebody else who the lady sort of giving these kittens away didn't think was very capable, so when we came back to pick the kittens up, she actually said, can you please take this other guy? And it was Peter. And yeah, I think we're very glad we did. He's a super affectionate guy, absolutely beautiful, he's wonderful with people. He can be a bit rowdy with the other cats, so you know, he's a male cat, so he's got to stake his claim and have his territory, and he's a big guy as well, and he knows that he's a big guy. It's not all floof, he's a strongly built cat. Oh my god. I'm dying, he's the sweetest. He's amazing with people, and he needs a lot of love, so a cafe environment is really good for a cat like this, because he does get all the love and affection and attention that he needs. He has an entire entourage of staff who adore him. But I think this cuddle he's giving me is a little bit because he's not feeling so well. He wants to be cuddled a little bit. I know, mate. I know. Alright, I'm gonna get up for a bit. See if there's any more questions or comments. He knows he's lovely. Yeah, he knows it. Oh, you gotta make some biscuits for us. Thank you, friend. Good job, Petey. So some of you guys will probably notice the cats always have lots of different textured blankets in the cafe. We actually kind of just make them ourselves. We buy lots of fake fur and just synthetic materials, usually stuff that's not too expensive because they do trash it. But they do like lots of different textures, so we always try and give them crinkly fabric, shiny fabric, squishy fabric, all that sort of stuff. So many biscuits. I mean, I know it's not the most exciting live stream in terms of, you know, cats running around, but I feel like Peter is very soothing. He's just making his biscuits, and it's kind of nice. And I'm happy to see he's slightly, well, he's obviously not super comfortable, but he's not too bad. He's happy enough to make biscuits and have cuddles. He's doing all right. He's going to keep doing this where he continues to sort of groom himself, but this is part of his symptoms. So if you were to notice, you know, your cat at home grooming themselves this frequently or suddenly, like I think he's, you know, he's in the middle of an action and then he'll abruptly start cleaning himself. I mean, sometimes they'll do that in an embarrassed way. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen your cat at home fall off something and then lick its paw, like, oh, it's fine, I'm fine. But there's different kind of forms of that sort of abrupt licking. So we'll often see with our cats that, yeah, maybe they'll do a little stumble and then like lick their paw, like, oh, it's fine. It's almost like a deflecting activity. But they almost never will do that with the genital area. That's not like a face-saving kind of maneuver. So if they abruptly start licking the genitals, and then they do it frequently and repeatedly, like, I think we've only been streaming for about, 20 minutes. And I think he's done this like 4 or 5 times in 20 minutes. That's a bit excessive, especially when there's like not much that he can do. So that's the sort of symptom we'd look at and be like, it seems odd that he's doing it so much and so suddenly. So that's something definitely to look out for. It's excessive grooming. Excessive grooming also could be a general stress behavior. So you start to notice things like your cat might have bald patches or like alopecia stuff. So there's other forms of like grooming as a stress behavior, which is just worth knowing. But yeah, well, 20 minutes is a pretty good long live stream. I can't believe you guys have stuck around. I'm so sorry that it's been a little bit haphazard. I should have, I mean, I did kind of think maybe it wouldn't go so smoothly because we're using something different. But what I really wanted to achieve was to be able to share the link in advance so that when people clicked on it, they'd actually come to the stream, not just to our profile and then have to go and find it, because also I know that's not everyone uses YouTube that often, and actually neither do I. I don't think I would know what to do if I was sent to see a live stream. I'd probably have trouble finding it. So yeah, I wanted it to be a bit smoother. It hasn't worked 100% this time, but I know for next time to maybe try and start the live stream a few minutes before 7 instead of bang on 7, because I think I'm getting the hang of it now. But you guys have been legends. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you do have any questions about cystitis or the things that we do to kind of manage our cats, please do leave a comment. I'm more than happy to answer comments. And some lovely comments as well. Thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for your understanding, honestly. Yeah, it's really sweet of you. And yeah, do drop us some comments, subscribe, do all the things, tell your friends. You just cuddle cats for 20 minutes and talk about them. That's what we do. I did have a really lovely experience with Obi this evening as well, because I wanted to put some makeup on before turning on the camera. Decided he wanted to join me and hang out in the bathroom, and he didn't want to leave, he just wanted to hang out there and have cuddles, so he's turning into another Wookiee for secret toilet time. So maybe if Obi is up for it next week, we can do the same thing where we just sit with Obi and chat about Obi in the way that we have with Peter today, because it's nice to just sort of have like one-on-one time just with one cat, get to know them a little better, get to see their personality a bit more. When there's 14 of them, you don't always get very much time with them in a live stream, so maybe I'll do that a bit more often. It's just because it's nice. Great, well, I'm gonna sign off. Sorry, I do realize I keep looking off screen. I'm just checking if there's any last comments before I go. But I am going to sign off. Let's get the good-looking guy in frame. Oh, there he is. Hello, handsome. Let's give him some cuddles to say goodnight. I hope you all have a very relaxing evening, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Peter at his smushiest. Oh. If you could see the face he's giving me right now. He's gonna roll. He's rolled away. Oh, Pete. You can come back. Roll back. Roll back. Roll this way. Roll this way. He's not rolling. He's not a performing cat. I like when people ask, like, you know, if we've trained our cats. No, we have not trained them. They do not do what we want. Ooh, is someone coming, Pete? Baby Cara's coming in. Ooh, what is going on? Yeah. I should stick with cats, not cameras. Oh, there's some quality beans on show as well. Thank you, buddy. Can I give you belly rubs, or is it a trap? It's so loud. You must be poorly. Bye, everybody, from Peter. he's gonna take a rest. He might not be in the cafe tomorrow, we'll see. And he will see you all soon. Good night, everyone.